fear of loss is a tremendous fear of loss, but if we think of it as really, it's just everything's becoming retranslated. I like that word, retranslated. Oh, you mean nothing gets pulled away from me, everything just gets retranslated. I just see it from a different perspective. That's soft. It's like, oh, I can go with that. And every miracle shows us that. Every single miracle shows us that nothing's being taken away. All those things that we thought were big risks and big steps, you know, we start laughing, we think, oh, God, why was I so afraid of that? Through the other side, you know. And never more so than in relationships, you know, where you, if people seem to, you know, turn or walk away, or they leave your life abruptly, or all those kind of sharp endings and seeming endings and everything, it's just making way for the most glorious experience. Like, we need to have that cleared away so we can be ready to accept what's coming to us. And if we don't allow that to be cleared away, you know, then we can't really accept the next gift. I had a friend of mine, one time I was in Florida, and I was talking about letting go and relationships and everything like this, and she said, oh, I prayed and prayed. I was so happy in my life, but I was just not completely happy, but I was so happy, but not completely happy. So she said, I just kept praying. She said, I just asked the Spirit, please make my relationship with my husband a holy relationship. That's it, that's all I'll ask. I have just one thing to ask, just for a holy relationship. So she did that, and then a few months went by, and her husband was diagnosed with a tumor that began growing the instant she asked for a holy relationship. And then within 1 year of the time when she asked for a holy relationship from the Spirit, her husband died. And she said she had all these respite care skills, nursing skills, all these skills she'd acquired her whole life, and she got to use them all on her husband. Like, let all of the love in her, that all these skills just to pour out, and she said their communication, intimate communication, went up, as his body went down, her communication went up. And she said the mask dropped, and they had such love that when he finally passed, she was like, wow. She said, that was not the form, Spirit, that I expected that to come in, asking for a holy relationship, and he dies within a year. And so the whole group in Florida was all just like listening and listening. And she said, I had to sell the house because he was gone, and I had to move, and so I looked around, where should I go? So I went over to my mother's to move in with my mother's, and my mother, and I went there, and she had this dog that seemed very, very, very vicious, and it just barked at her and growled at her and everything like this, and she thought, I'm supposed to move into this house, but this dog is just vicious. So she said, I just went home and I just did the only thing I could think to do. I asked for a holy relationship with the dog. And the people in the group go, you killed the dog too! They didn't even let her say, you killed the dog too. She said, actually no. She said, I went back the next day, and the dog was the most loving, happy, serene dog she'd ever seen. And her mother was furious. She said, what did you do to my dog? That is not my dog. But it just was a great story of, we don't know our own best interest. We pray for help, we pray for healing, and it's only the ego in the mind that judges the form. And it's the same with the relationships, you know, we want a happily ever after, but we've got a form in mind, and the Spirit loves us so much that it prefers that we heal and find peace and happiness and joy on the inside, and learned to see that the form never brought us the happiness or the pain. That we were pulling the strings on the inside the whole time, but we just didn't know it. We just were unaware of how powerful we were, that we could generate a world, that we could generate characters and throw our emotions out and believe they were causing, you hurt my feelings, you make me mad, I'm going to tell Mom what you know, I mean, when we're kids, we're spitting it out as if we're the victims. We're the victims of our siblings, of our parents, of the bully at school, and our teacher who was mean and hit us with a ruler, or, you know, whatever. We generate a world of victimization to keep from recognizing our own power, that we have the power, we made it up. So it's like, this is like a huge opening, even though, like you're saying, on Sunday you could feel, oh no,
not again.
Not again.